Welcome back to the channel. Here you'll find the fastest updates on breaking news, shocking secrets, and dramatic predictions for times. The young and the restless. Who will betray whom? What secrets are about to be revealed? And what horrific tragedy awaits the characters in Genoa City? Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us to discover the unmissable developments right now. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, a surprisingly sunny day outside, which is the exact opposite of the dark clouds brewing over our favorite soap town. Grab a massive cup of coffee because we have a lot of ground to cover today, and I am already exhausted just thinking about it. Let's dive right into the madness. So, let's just jump right into the deep end because honestly, I can't even process everything that is happening right now without my head spinning. Victor Newman is on a total warpath and he is taking absolutely no prisoners today. And who is his favorite target when he gets like this? Billy Abbott, of course. I mean, let's be real here. Victor and Billy have a history that is so toxic, it should come with a permanent hazard warning. But this time feels entirely different. Billy is already a complete and utter mess right now. We all know about the whole Jill paternity lie disaster from a few episodes ago. Finding out Jack Abbott is actually his biological father and not Victor has completely shattered Billy's reality. He is fragile. He is spiraling. He is slipping back into his gambling and drug habits, which is terrifying Sally. And what does Victor do? He walks right up and pokes the bear. He pokes the very unstable, very angry bear. And Victor doesn't just poke him, he goes for the absolute jugular because that is what Victor does, right? He knows exactly which buttons to push to make Billy explode. The spoilers are hinting that Victor is going to bring up some incredibly painful memories to provoke him during their face-to-face confrontation. Maybe he brings up Delia. If he brings up Delia, I am going to throw my remote at the television. I swear I will. That is the lowest of the low, even for Victor. Or maybe he just twists the knife about Jill. Jill is so disappointed in Billy. Jill made a mess of his life. Jill this, Jill that. Victor knows that Billy's relationship with his mother is incredibly strained right now. He knows Billy is feeling rejected and lost and completely unmoored. So Victor uses that. He uses Billy's deepest insecurities and weaponizes them. Why? Because Victor is angry. He is still furious that he was lied to about Billy being his son, and he needs someone to punish. But Billy is not just going to stand there and take it. Not this time. Billy's anger is going to erupt in a spectacular fashion. You guys, we have seen Billy lose his temper before, but this is a man who is literally fighting for his sanity right now. Sally is pregnant. He is trying to figure out his entire identity, and Victor is just standing there with that smug, arrogant smirk on his face. I can picture it now. The tension, the yelling, the sheer hatred radiating between them. Billy is going to snap. Just snap. And honestly, I don't blame him. Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh on Victor. No, wait, I'm not. Victor is being a monster here. He knows Billy is vulnerable and he is exploiting it for his own sick amusement. It is classic Victor Newman behavior, but it never gets any less infuriating to watch. I just hope Billy doesn't do something he is going to regret, like throwing a punch that lands him in jail right before his baby is born. So after Victor finishes emotionally torturing Billy, he decides to spread the misery around to his own flesh and blood. Because why stop at one victim when you can have two? Victor turns his sights on Adam Newman. And let me tell you, this interrogation is going to be brutal. Victor is not stupid. He knows that Sally Spectra and Audra Charles would never just hand over Newman Media out of the goodness of their heart. They are ruthless businesswomen. They fought tooth and nail for that company. So why would they just surrender? Victor is asking the exact same questions we all are. He is grilling Adam, demanding to know how Adam actually convinced them to walk away with nothing. What were they thinking? Victor knows there is a missing puzzle piece. And Adam is sweating. You know, he is sweating because Adam is hiding a massive secret. He made a secret financial payout to Sally to get her to back down. A massive off-the-books payout that Victor knows absolutely nothing about. Adam is trying to protect Sally, especially since she is pregnant and dealing with all the Billy drama, but he is playing a very, very dangerous game. Lying to Victor Newman never ends well. Never. who actually believes this is going to end well? Nobody. Adam is standing there trying to keep a straight face, spinning some web of lies about how Chelsea helped him negotiate and how Sally just realized it was a losing battle. It is so clunky. It is just so clunky and obvious. Adam's trying to cover his tracks, but Victor is like a bloodhound. But Victor is not buying it. He is staring Adam down with that piercing, terrifying gaze, trying to rip the truth out of him. Victor is incredibly defensive right now. He just got his company back. He just dealt with the Phyllis Summers nightmare, and he is determined to assert his dominance. He wants to know every single detail of how Newman Media was reacquired. And Adam is just dodging and weaving, dodging and weaving. It is exhausting to watch. I am exhausted just typing about it. Adam knows that if Victor finds out about the payout, he is going to be furious. Victor will see it as a betrayal, as Adam going behind his back and using Newman resources or personal funds to coddle the enemy. Adam is trapped between his loyalty to his father and his lingering protective instincts towards Sally. It is a no-win situation. And then, right when it looks like Victor is going to completely tear Adam apart, in walks Victoria Newman. Victoria the peacemaker. Victoria the voice of reason. I mean, let's just pause for a second and laugh at the irony of that. Victoria is currently risking her entire career and her relationship with her daughter Claire by secretly hooking up with Kyle Abbott. She is a walking, talking disaster area right now. But suddenly, she wants to play mediator for her father and her brother. It is almost comical, but she steps right into the middle of the firing line. She can sense that this father-son clash is spiraling completely out of control, and she wants to put a stop to it before it ruins everything. She is trying to be the adult in the room. Victoria looks at Victor and basically tells him to drop it. She tells him to take the win. They got Newman Media back. The company is back where it belongs, under the Newman umbrella. Why does it matter how it happened? Why does it matter what Adam did to make it happen? The result is what counts. She is pushing Victor to just accept the victory and move on. And honestly, she makes a good point. Sometimes you just have to look at the scoreboard and walk away. But Victor is obsessed with control. He needs to know the mechanics of the win, not just the result. Victoria is trying so hard to deflect his attention, probably because she doesn't want Victor digging too deeply into anyone's secrets right now, considering the massive secret she is hiding with Kyle. She wants everyone to just stop digging. But I think there is another reason Victoria is trying to play the peacemaker. She wants Victor to focus on something else, something positive. She wants him to focus on Nikki. We all know Nikki has been going through absolute hell lately with her MS. The terrifying brain tumor diagnosis, the blindness, the near suicide attempt. It has been a dark, dark time for the Newman matriarch. But now she and Victor are finally finding their way back to each other. They are planning this beautiful, intimate vow renewal ceremony at the ranch. They are putting their wedding rings back on. It is supposed to be a time of healing and love. Victoria wants to protect that. She wants to protect her mother's happiness. So Victoria is standing there, looking at her father, pleading with him to stop the corporate warfare for just 5 minutes. She wants him to channel all of his intense energy into his wife, into their marriage, into their family. She doesn't want the joy of the vow renewal to be overshadowed by another bitter, ugly fight with Adam. She wants peace. She desperately wants peace. And for a second, it might actually work. Victor loves Nikki more than anything in this world. The thought of almost losing her has terrified him to his core. So maybe, just maybe, Victoria's reminder will be enough to snap him out of his interrogation mode. Maybe he will look at Adam, give a dismissive grunt, and walk away to go be with his wife. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. But let's be real. Let's be completely 100% real here. Victoria is facing a challenge that she is not going to overcome, at least not for long. You guys know how this show works. You know how this family works. The Newmans do not do peace. They do not do quiet, happy family dinners. They do betrayal and backstabbing and corporate espionage and screaming matches in the CEO office. That is their default setting. Victoria might be able to put a Band-Aid on the situation today. She might be able to distract Victor with a vow renewal for a few days. But the Band-Aid is going to rip off. It always rips off. The peace never lasts. It is just the calm before the storm. The truth about Adam's secret payout to Sally is going to come out. Secrets in Genoa City have a shelf life of about 5 minutes. When Victor finds out that Adam lied to him, that Adam paid off Sally behind his back, the explosion is going to be monumental. Victor is going to see it as the ultimate betrayal. He will probably fire Adam again. He will probably launch a massive attack on Sally's new company, Spectra Charles, just to punish her and Adam both. And Victoria? Victoria is going to be caught right in the crossfire, especially when her own dirty laundry with Kyle Abbott gets aired out for the whole town to see. The hypocrisy of her telling Adam to be a team player while she is sleeping with the enemy is going to be delicious to watch. It is all going to crumble. So, yeah, Victoria can try to be the peacemaker all she wants. She can try to force this image of a happy, united Newman family celebrating Victor and Nikki's love. But it is an illusion. It is a fragile glass illusion that is already cracking under the pressure. Billy is out there ready to explode. Adam is sweating bullets over his financial secrets. Victor is paranoid and angry. And Victoria is living a double life. It is a powder keg, a massive ticking powder keg. And I, for one, cannot wait to watch the whole thing blow up. I am tired. My fingers hurt from typing. But I am so invested in this mess. It is clunky, it is chaotic, but it is our show. And we wouldn't have it any other way. All right, I need to go get another coffee before I collapse. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I crazy? Am I spot on? We will see how it all plays out next week.